Let's go! What's going on, movers and groovers? Welcome back to Emeroy TV. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's your second, third, fourth, millionth time here, welcome back. I appreciate you. Hope you're enjoying all the content that I'm sharing. If it is your first time here and you don't know exactly who the heck I am, I'm not TikTok famous or Instagram famous. I've been dancing for over 20 years, choreographing, teaching, and directing for over 15. And I'm going to be honest, and if you're wondering, like, well, why aren't you doing something like big things, backup dancing, choreographing? I have no aspirations to be a choreographer for artists or backup dancer for artists. I just really wanted to use, have experiences with my artistry. If you want to have the conversation, we can DM me. We'll talk about it. But anyways, just to give you a little bit of context on that. Anyways, I co-founded a competitive company called Family Business back in 2004, toured with a professional hip-hop theater company called Antics, worked with organizations such as Culture Shock, Mixed Elements, Moving On Up Productions, and I currently direct a hip-hop entertainment company called Temper Tantrum. Make sure you check out the YouTube channel because they also do reaction videos as a group, as a company. Not as consistent as this, but it's interesting having like multiple people of different experiences of dancing sharing their thoughts. So make sure you check that out as well. And if it's your first time here and you don't know exactly how, why you're confused as to why these reaction videos are so long, okay, it's a 3-phase process. Phase 1, I just react to the videos, no interruptions. I just react to it and comment on it. Phase 2 is where I put my choreographer director hat on and I just share all my thoughts, all the things that I'm loving, things I know that they worked on. I essentially call things out as they are because I don't know the intention, the vision, what they have in mind. I'm just seeing it as it is, asking questions, observing, and kind of sharing with you guys the things that I'm noticing as a dancer, director, choreographer, all this other stuff from years of experience, and aiming to share my knowledge with you guys, especially those of you guys who are aspiring dancers. Okay, and phase 3 is watching the vision come to life, a version of it through performance, on stage, sometimes occasionally a performance video. But yeah, that's essentially the 3-phase process. And with that, let's head on to the video. All right, here we go. Reaction 1. What is this group little Holy shit, that came off strong. I really felt like I was going, I'm watching a choreography competition coup right now. Damn, let's go with the floor work. This is hard, dude. Whoa. I'm like them and then the group in front. What are they transforming into? That jump. Okay, is that a good Dougie? That was slick. That's what I mean by the formation changes. It's a nice little clever. God damn, man. Woo! I love how they're just throwing themselves to the floor. Nice, fast ripple, man. The angle will fucking work is fucking sick. It's such a trip right now, dude. Oh god, this shit is This is a fucking visual fucking eyegasm, dude. Look at how often the arms are extended for that chorus, man. I love that it's like that there's interaction choreography like that between men, because I don't see that much here. What happened? What happened to their sleeves? Yo! Those sleeves with this choreography is fucking wild. It's almost like they have dancing fire behind them. The fire learned how to groove. Ooh. Firebenders. That was fucking sick. Like, yo. Yeah, that was friggin' dope. I think the last time I felt like that, last time I felt like this was when I first watched 17 Home Run. Yeah. Like, where I was kind of like taken aback at everything that just happened. It's probably because you guys lowered my expectations so much that I was like, what the fuck? But clever formation changes, the difficulty in the choreography way up there, execution of the choreography way up there, really like S tier complexity, and then using the floor work, and then a lot of the interaction, and then complexity and the simplicity at the same time, because like the angle work that they were doing like this and then flowing in isn't super hard. It's just making sure that it looks clean and it's in sync with everything else. Use of the floor, use of the wardrobe with like the little sleeves at the end, fucking trippy and dope as fuck. I'm like, wow. But yeah, there's a lot that I'm excited to like kind of dissect. So I'm gonna pause this and let's get right into it. So let's go. First off, this little wave thing that's happening there, it's almost like a weird like friggin' octopus kind of thing. I wonder if I can just push in. It's not gonna F up anything up. Let me just see. Can I push in? I'm just gonna push in. This thing happening right here. Right there. Trippy little like kind of octopus creature like he just came out of. That super strong start as well after like super like flowing, and then all of a sudden it's very strong, sharp moves. Boom, da 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 da. Oh my god! Because I remember one of one of the competitive crews I went up against. They had a very similar-ish start where they had this kind of block and they had like a solo freestyle there, and if I just remember feeling like if I saw this and I was competing against it, I was like, fuck, dude. You know, as a competitor, you don't want to admit that you might have lost, but it's like, fuck. That, like, you know, just seeing this. You know, that's how I felt back then, just to give more context. Great, you going from like middle to stage left. Great. Oh god, this choreography just goes for this centerpiece is fucking hard as fuck, dude. 7, 8, boom. God, look how strong. Boom. Then quick, boom, da da da. This is like going from like hella like I don't even know, different speed changes and tempo changes and using the choreography. Just boom, da da da, boom, da da da, boom, da da da. Great into the spin down. That's a nice little get down right there. You can learn how to do that. I have a tutorial on how to do a get down properly on my channel. A random plug. Okay, boom, spin down, out. I like this going up to this little twist coming back up. That is super. That's difficult in the sense of putting a lot of strain on your back. Pull you up and your hip as you're twisting your feet going from front to the back. So you're twisting. If you're like too stuck on one point, you might potentially like hurt your hip. But you know, the momentum should be enough to shift you. But that is putting a lot of like not a lot of strain, but a lot of activation between core area and the lower back, and having to switch from the hips to and weight change or the shift in direction from your hips to your knees. This part's dope. So I just love the two completely different things happening. Like this group having their set of like atmosphere choreography, kind of like doing like, it's very simple where it's breathing, like kind of takes time, but while there's more action happening between them. And this is where it's like, it's simple movements, just smart placing. Obviously a smart movement because it's like angles in, flow, out. It's just different angles. Boom, again, extended, now it's flow, boom, and then flowing it back in. So at first it's very like inward, flow, da, and then they extend, boom, flow, same thing. By looking at that, I feel like I'm looking at a boss from Final Fantasy or something. That's great. Okay, now I'm gonna go bring it back and actually just watch it. Da, boom, da, nice. Oh, I hear what they're writing. Da. Nice. Great way of writing the beat, man. This thing is pretty cool. Whatever that is. I was half expecting them to slingshot him out. Oh, I love that's like such a like, especially with the music and it's just him. Nice contrast of the explosion that we just saw. Boom, da. And this is what I'm talking about. Usually in terms of the choreography, when it explodes, I usually expect big explosive movement. Because it just goes with it. Bah. And look at the amount of silhouettes and how extended their body is. Like, out, flying. See that silhouette right there. Boom, out. Like the strong silhouettes in the sense of you can see every part of the limb, their head, boom. And they're doing that like throughout. Extended, boom, still extended with this silhouette. Still extended with this silhouette. Still extended. Still extended. A lot of like very outward movement, very big movement. Why I think it's like it's super visually fun to watch. Boom. Look how out everything is. Holy crap, that guy had to travel. This guy right here, he's like a little far up, but he started traveling all the way to go to the back. Respect. Traveling while dancing is not easy, especially if you're trying to like hit, especially if you're going from one side of the stage to the other. Da, boom. Oh, I love this. I love clever formation changes, man. So, like, because a lot of formation changes that I like are the ones where you subtly don't notice that they changed. So look at that. They went from a V to a 3-2. So V, rotating it, boom, 3-2. Whereas some of the groups that I've seen, they just walk to another formation, which is why like I'm not exactly like blown away with how they move because they're like cool, we're here. Walk, 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 walk. Now we're here. But with this, nice little rotation into the next formation. Give me that Dougie. Do that little butt spin. Shouts out to him, like just throwing his body like that, man. I love that there's more people doing it now. It's like each time they do this, it's like a new form of the boss you're fighting in the end game of Final Fantasy. This thing really goes off like when it's with a big group, man. Because now there's so many like silhouettes. Man, how many formation changes did you just do? Okay, they're using a lot of V's, I think. No, just a lot of centered, very centered, which obviously makes sense because they're an odd number of guys. There's 5 of them. So boom. Walk, V formation. Nice little switch. That's what I mean, kind of like just using the dance to go into the next formation. Dance into it. Boom, boom. Shouts out to like, I like this switch between the points. And being aware, because look how close he's getting to him right there. Like, this is being really, really good in terms of your spatial awareness, and especially and really knowing your choreography, because if you're confused and if you don't know your traffic patterns in terms of where you need to go, especially if you're trying to stay focused in front the whole time, you might accidentally hit them or step on their foot or even be out of place. So let's go back to that. Enjoy it. I'm looking forward to how this looks on camera with their wardrobe. This is definitely a mood change before the big bang, so to speak. This part with the sleeves at the end is sick. And obviously it's going to be super messy because you can't control how cloth moves, but it adds a crazy visual dynamic to it. In my head, it's like fire behind them that's dancing and grooving. It's firebenders that figured how to make fire dance with them. Yes. I always love the dancer ASMR, squeaky shoes, and the heavy breathing. So, yeah, the choreography definitely way fucking up there. Like, especially with the tempo changes. Da, da 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 da, da, da 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 da. I'm like doing it terribly. You can't see it on screen, but yeah. I like some of the moments where it's like complex movements of like, you know, going to the forward, going up, switching. The nice smooth moments in terms of how they're doing the formation changes, the clever use of the wardrobe at the end of like fucking the fire bending arms and sleeves and whatnot. So yeah, that is it for this one. Let's hop on to the performance video. Rolling and rolling. Let's do it. This is a great example of like masculine and pretty at the same time. Because they're like coming off as hard, but most boy groups, at least growing up, would not be rocking this. And again, just to reiterate my comment on the funky ninjas. Is what they're wearing like a cultural thing? I don't know. Someone let me know. They all have like such good, solid confidence of their essence on stage. Is he injured? Oh no, it's part of the thing. Because I thought it was like a sling for his finger. Ooh, actually hearing them sing is fucking dope. It's a modern handbook. Oh, that's fucking dope, dude. And the looseness kind of makes their moves look bigger because there's a lot of secondary action happening. Secondary motion. Hey! Get the fuck out of here. Let's go. Let's go! That motion made me think he was like a Jedi. We need these kind of Jedis in Star Wars. Like every cut I see of any of the artists, there's you receive their presence and their essence, man. Appropriate camera move. Or zoom out. That guy in the headband's kind of my favorite right now. Sick. He's like my favorite right now. Because the main reason is because he reminds me of, I think, Vince Valentine. Is that the name? From Final Fantasy VII. It's like he decided to have a kid, and the kid decided to do music instead of being, you know, a vampire. I forgot his name. I'm gonna choke. Fantasy VII. Vince. Is it Vincent Valentine? Vincent. Yeah. So he for real is giving me like Vincent Valentine vibes right now. He's the offspring and decided to do music. And also a huge reason is because red and black are my favorite color combos. They have such good stage presence. Aside from me like going away from me creating stupid comments. Look at that. The little like oomph into that movement. These are vibes I wish I miss. And then him, he's like got like. Did you wink at the fucking camera? Wink. Yeah, he's got the chill, cool vibes. Very much like Vincent Valentine. Again, I don't do like analysis on the performances, but I feel like when the performances are killer. Look at that. This part right here, feeling it. Bam. No bite of the lip. Need more coffee. Right there. God, that cockiness right there. Like different, I feel like I'm getting like different vibes and characters from all of them. Yeah, man. All amazing performers. And even though they're not all actively singing, I think he's the main one. Or I think they're all singing at this point, I don't remember. But like, look at that. They're just they're giving looks. Still just like, look at that. They're about to like shoot their music into your heart and take it and love you. All right, so that is it for Ace Favorite Boys. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis and the performance reaction. This was like a lot of fun in terms of choreography favorites, and it's definitely up there. But in terms of the overall package, I'd still say Taemin's way up there, I think, and Chungha being very high second. All right, so that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys like it, make sure you hit like, subscribe, share this with friends who you think might enjoy it, and make sure you turn on the bell button so you guys are getting notifications, especially when I go live, because when I do create new content, do create new reactions, I do it live now, and it's a fun experience. So we can kind of like have a back and forth. I learn a little bit more about you guys, a little bit more of the artists that you enjoy. It's a fun little two-sided conversation instead of just me talking to a camera. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.